Yeah, what's up, guys? This is Journey, and what's your name on
D
TC?
D
DW
W Brown,
Brown. Yeah.
DW 7680.
Um, just playing some PLO. I don't play PLO. Dustin's obviously a boss at PLO. Um,
Trying to teach you so you can make the money.
he's sort of a what mid stakes, high stakes, two, four, three, six,
Yeah,
five,
yeah,
ten.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like a mid stakes, I'd say.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. I wish
So
I was high stakes. That'd be nice though.
I wish I was yeah. Um, we just thought I was gonna play some PLO, sort of transitioning from Holdem. We thought we should make a video. Because I guess there's loads of common mistakes, right, Dustin?
There
For
are, yes, there's
you just
tons
fold
of
here.
the beginners make. PLO looks a lot more daunting than it actually is, and once you get some of the basics down, it becomes a lot easier to understand and to deal with.
Bottom right, we have to bet, right, because we have a huge
Bottom
draw.
right, we have to bet. We have just tons of combo draws there. You're open ended, a lot of different ways.
Gutter in, the back door in.
Got the flush draw. Yeah, there's just so much there that it'd be a crime not to bet.
Right, that's cool. Yeah, we've had some good conversation. It's not a great turn.
Don't It doesn't matter. Keep leading.
Yeah, okay. Just like bet kind of big.
Yeah, kind of biggish.
Obviously not five, but
Yeah.
fucking hell. My why is my point not working? It's gonna be annoying.
Yeah,
Um,
but there's no reason to shut down on that turn
yeah,
because a lot of the times he's gonna have a flush draw and whatnot instead of a king or whatever. I mean, his range is so wide that we're in position, just keep betting, he'll go away. A lot of people fold to, double and triple barrels,
what do you think
especially at
to
these levels.
if he raised the flop there, we getting that in or
Possibly, yeah. I'd probably call the three bet and adjust on the turn, but
what we're doing here?
you could get it in there. It wouldn't be that bad. You repot it full.
Repot the aces full.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
repot it. Ace 5 5 single suited. That's good enough. Let's try and get as much money as we can in pre.
Okay. I mean, this guy's obviously a retard. We've seen
Yeah.
that before. Oh,
Let's see. That's 360. Lead for like 220. You want to, I mean, and obviously if he comes over the top, we're going away or whatnot. Aces are good. They're only so good.
I have
So
got two.
yeah, two's fine.
I mean,
We'll
that
just see how
obviously
he kind
smashes
of.
his range. Like people are gonna be. I think people are gonna
He's,
be like flatting. Sort of like,
he's
yeah,
going to be flatting exactly the hands that,
yeah.
yeah, that board.
That's fine.
uh, yeah, I mean that's another common mistake that people make when they're first starting out in PLO is they see aces
Yeah.
or ace XX as the nuts, and they would call there on a flop like that where I guarantee you're behind. Um, so I mean that's another valuable thing to know is not to overplay aces, to understand the limitations on aces rather. Just go away,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's go. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, another thing, with on game doesn't have auto reload, so it's really annoying.
I imagine that is pretty annoying, yeah. That's a beautiful hand right there in the cutoff.
We has aces.
He has ace jack single suit. That's awesome.
Yeah, we were saying about Austin. Austin. Dustin
Yeah.
just says about potting opens. I mean, I was because of the whole Hold'em thing, like the two, like the min raising buttons and all that sort of stuff. Just thought we should mention that we discussed about sort of potting every open unless we have reason not to.
Exactly.
But I mean, I
It's
don't think
just
there's enough. Like, I mean, the reasons would be to like people aren't three betting light; they're um, just
people aren't
tight,
three
so we
betting
can
light
get a
here,
better
yeah.
price on our steel, right?
Right.
Just bet big here. This guy's
Yeah, just bet
complete
big.
fish, and we have aces.
You're ahead here a lot. Lots of draws and stuff in his hand. Bet again. We're
We're gonna bet
blocking
like
draws to the straight.
two.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean that second bullet a lot of times will just force people to run away.
Yeah.
They can't stay out of position. It's just so hard to play.
He has to nuts.
We do.
That
Be
like
careful with it. We want to get value, but we don't want to get stuck getting it in with just nothing but a nut straight here.
okay.
So
Yeah,
definitely go for value, but I don't. We don't want to get in. I mean, we can get it all in here, but
I mean, we have to. We can't fold, right?
yeah, you can't. You can't. Well, there are actually times that'll come up where, say, like if that seven was if it was two tone or whatever,
Yeah.
where there's times where you can say, yeah, I need to do that because you can get free roll a lot getting it in against the same nut straight, and he has a flush draw, and oh look, the flush draw hit, and but yeah, definitely keep value betting the crap out of this. If another heart comes on the river, I would still just keep value betting because he's not going to have.
It's unlikely he has backdoor hearts, right?
Yeah, it happens. It doesn't happen that
Yeah.
often.
I mean, these tables look so good, but this is too weak to raise.
I would just check it to be honest. Yeah, in the big blind.
Keep smaller pairs in, sort of thing.
Yeah. You could actually call that on the button right there. As weak as it may seem.
Okay.
Yeah, you could actually call that.
What are we calling that for? Because of the position, or?
Yeah, the position. The position is the real reason why we're calling.
I mean, he's raising really loose as well.
Yeah.
But.
Now honestly, you can call here. You can fold just as easily. You try and hit a flop and just stack them three-way. It's not the greatest hand of three ways, but it being on the button makes a big difference. Okay. So I would call.
Let's have a little PLO gamble. Doll. I mean, I think this hand I should have raised. But I'm not sure. Like the limpers and bottom rights, like this guy limps, and this guy limps.
Yeah. Bottom right in the big blind. I would have played it. I wouldn't have raised it.
You bet here.
I would lead out here, yeah, because nobody raised.
Pot this on the flop on the cut.
Yes. Yeah, you're missing that. Missing. But
so like we're just making the pot big when we got position. So
right, we want to inflate it when we have position, and we can force people to make mistakes, and we want to stay from playing from out of position as much as we possibly can.
Let's have a huge draw here. Nah.
Gut shot to the nuts. Right here, I would honestly advocate just taking a free card.
Yeah, right. We're just gonna suck balls if we get raised.
Well, we don't want to bet into three people here that should check down. Which one? Yeah, no, you can open that from the cutoff. It is a bit weak, but you're playing. Well, yeah. I guess you can open it.
Just gonna take the free one.
It's all about that position, really. And say I didn't want him to call. I mean, you could easily find a fold there. Having the 2 really sucks because that's a horrible dangler card.
Yeah, the dangler sucks balls.
But I mean, it's not that bad. I would lead here for like something.
I mean, yeah, like half pot. I think he might float here with like.
He could float with ace king or something. Yeah, but a lot of times he doesn't have small pairs. So if he doesn't have a small pair, he's just gonna go away. Or obviously if he has a jack, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I was planning on barreling quite a few turns there, because I think he might float with like 6-6 whatever, and then just fold to like a 7-8 turn, something like that maybe, or would he not really have that in his range?
Well, no, because the only thing he has, I wouldn't fold there with 6s. I would make you bet 3 times,
right? Because
I mean, flopping a full house, the only way you're gonna beat me is if you had a better pocket pair in your hand starting off with.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna happen a lot of the times, and
this is just a fold with the dangler.
I would bet twice. I wouldn't barrel 3 times maybe, and the turn card is really irrelevant because you either already have a made hand or you don't, and he's just kind of deciding, I guess, at that point.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't matter what comes off.
Yeah. I don't know who I spoke to, but I think it may have been somebody on CC or something about PLO, but I was saying that people will play, like, say this guy here, like on top left, Abisu 2011, like he's playing like 32-11. I was like, that's usually like from Holdem, it's terrible, right? But
it's not that
bad in PLO, is it?
Yeah. The optimal PLO stat is, and this is according to Jennifer Selbst, which isn't really wrong.
Who's Jennifer Selbst?
Vanessa Selbst, I'm sorry. I'm getting poked. I'm getting like Jennifer, yeah, whatever.
He's getting
anyway, Vanessa Selbst. Vanessa Selbst, according to her, and she's really pretty much spot on. 25-20 with a high aggression factor is about perfect stats.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that's obviously higher than you would see in,
I mean, yeah, that's like I'd probably
especially
say
in
that's
full
my
ring. That's nuts for full ring, right? Yeah.
yeah. I think at 6 max, I used to run like 2219, 2018, something like that. So
I run like 22-19 at 6 max.
yeah,
I think is what it has me at. And but yeah, so somebody playing 32-11, they're not that bad. They're not as bad as you would think.
they're
They're
just
not
not
that
that
good.
aggressive pre-flop.
They're
Maybe they're like
yeah, that big gap between the VPIP and the pre-FR. It still means the same thing. It doesn't hold them.
yeah.
So
Also, shout out to Aaron, who's a massive fan of Vanessa Selps.
yes, he is.
Before he saw her face and realised she was a lesbian. Bless him.
If the bottom left, if anybody raised, you would just let that hand go because you don't have a lot of.
Yeah, because like we don't have any. If the jack, would you flat if the jack 9 was suited?
No.
No.
Because you're out of position
yeah.
and you're out of position and
I think
the
you made a good point
really
earlier about
the
the out of position thing where you said about we should only be really looking to play from out of position from the blinds if we're going to 3-bet, if it's like.
Yeah, I mean there are times like here where it's going to be four-handed if you enter the pot. There are like like higher rundowns and stuff that I would consider calling with, and not having to 3-bet. However, I mean, yeah, a lot of the times it's like 3-bet or fold because you just don't want the hassle of playing from out of position.
Yeah.
In the limp pot in the lower right, I would just go ahead and lead out for like 30 or 40. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like sort of like loads of gutters and stuff. They can like Jack Queen, Jack 10, weaker kings.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's just you're ahead a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he min raises.
Rail, we got backdoor draw. Let's take a turn.
Okay.
We'll adjust on the turn.
That's a good one.
See, that's a good turn for us. Yeah.
So we just check jam.
Yeah. Well, not check jam. We'll see what he does. We have the gut shot now, and the flush draw, and the top pair.
He bets one quarter pot.
Quarter pot? I would jam that to like 1.6. Yeah.
Would you just jam to get him in? So just
I would.
Like 2.
I would. Yeah. I didn't realize he was that small.
I mean, he's probably gonna have like. It was just set.
Quads on the river. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, when he's that low, it's not that bad to just go ahead and get it in there. You have enough draws and stuff. Really, flatting is okay. I didn't think he was that strong.
I mean, yeah, like what the fuck? I mean, he hasn't raised pre-flop at all, I guess, but.
Yeah, and that's what kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, I didn't look at that, to be fair.
I mean, in a lip pot, you're going to be leading out there is going to be good most of the time. You fold the top left because it's crap. Or check the top left. I'm not used to that hole. I'm used to that being a 5-cent in the small blind and.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why they're sort of 10-10 and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he lived good kings there, too. That kind of surprised. Or not great kings, but definitely not horrible ones. So.
This is a fold, yeah.
Yeah. Well, wait, what did you have?
Queen, like the queen and jack weren't suited, and like the 4 or 5 weren't suited. It was a bit like.
Yeah, you could argue limping in there just to try and steal it away or make something happen.
We have
but
a set. We
do.
Not that. It's not a good set though.
Oh, it's bottom set, which you'll come to hate when you play Omaha. But I mean, it's ahead of a lot.
This is just a fold, right?
Raise what? Yeah.
Top left is a fold.
Top left. I'd call. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's double suited, right? Yeah.
Here, bottom left.
Yeah, no call. Because we're gonna make them bet it twice. We have the third best possible hand right now. So and we had back.
We have a nice draw on the top.
This is like seven so much of the time. It could be Jack 7. It could be Jack 5. It could be, wow, we are committed. It's up to, I'll leave it up to you. You're ahead of most of his range. There are hands that you're obviously behind. It's either sevens or you have him crushed.
Oh, fuck it. Let's just put it in. He has 8-9.
I didn't even think about 8-9. That's just tons of draws.
What the fuck?
People actually that you want that situation all the time. Okay, so
top left, raise, flat.
I would raise just to see how he handles.
That was probably too big, but I was running out of time.
That was a little too big.
I'm gonna cry if you jam.
Obviously, it would be better if we had the clubs. I mean, you could flat there a lot, but
yeah, and then raise turns.
Yeah, because we don't want him to do that. You don't want to get it in here. I shouldn't have told you that.
I mean,
it's good that you have a really nutty draw, but the heart really kills the equity that you have. Because I guarantee you, he has like an overpair with a heart draw or something, and it's going to be hard to catch up to.
Right. Okay.
That's actually a bad hand. From the cutoff, you could probably open it, but not to see under the gun raise. I would just fold.
Let me just get this. We have to complete here. Yeah. This is probably.
No, I just said it's a fold.
Oh right, sorry. I thought you meant the.
The top left. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't say top left.
Where was this hand?
King. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yes, you want him to do what he did there, because you see he has like 8, 9, 10 or whatever. He basically had the inside cards to a straight.
This is an open, yeah.
Under the gun, no, it's a fold.
Even with these two fish behind.
Yeah, it's a fold. You're under the gun. You're out of position as bad as you can possibly be.
Okay.
But yeah, so he basically bet with 8, 9, 10 on a Jack 7, 5 board.
Is this the hand? King. Yeah, this is the hand. So he check raised what?
He checked. That's what you want him doing. That he check raised 8, 9, 10. The 6 is kind of irrelevant. I mean, it's not irrelevant.
So
I guess. Well, I guess.
Gutters.
Never mind. It's not a very good check raise, but you want him to make that because you're ahead just so much of the time. You want to get it in against that enough.
What do we do here?
We don't have a flush. Go away.
We have the back door to the nut flush.
Oh, you talking on the top left?
Yeah.
Don't. We only have one club.
All right, yeah. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, if he's willing to lead into 3 people like that, yeah, just go away.
So he's check raising.
Okay, I didn't actually. I mean, he has an open-ended draw. It's on a rainbow board. You're really coin flipping, honestly. Right there, you're coin flipping with your bottom set against his draw. It's almost a coin flip.
Here we 3-bet double suited hand or not?
No, it's a crappy hand though. Don't get like drawn in by double suited, and don't be scared of hands that are all one suit. Like say you had like 7, 8, 9, 10, but it's all clubs, but it's on the button or the cutoff. Still play it. Odds of you flopping a flush or getting a flush are reduced, but it's still a great hand that can make a lot of nutty hands. I would lead that.
Yeah, but so he check raised his gutter, right, or an open ender? I can't really.
He check raised an open ender, and with what he had. Because if I remember, it was like a 13 card straight draw. You're pretty much flipping with your 5. You're ahead, but you're not ahead by a lot.
Yeah, right.
There was no flush. I would lead here one more time. If he comes over the top, fold. If he calls, slow down on the river.
We've not run the best today.
No, and yeah. It's okay though. I mean, really, that's why you want to start out lower and you want to learn fold. Yeah, the single pair type hands like right there, the ace queen queen 7. They're just not worth it. When it comes to Omaha, I would flat because you're not gonna. I mean, it's not that good of a hand. I want to
play a pot with these two guys behind me. This is what I'm thinking.
You do. Now you can call. But I mean, in Omaha, you're gonna have 2 types of hands. You're gonna have hands with nut ability and flop ability.
Right. This is just.
And that hand, you're either gonna flop the nuts or you're not gonna flop much at all. which is why you don't really.
I mean,
What I would make him bet again. Call.
he's gonna have like a pot-sized bet left on the turn, so we're basically just
Oh
gonna call
God,
this off.
yeah. No, just fold.
Yeah,
God, I'm sorry.
it's alright.
I have team viewer like kind of a little bit smaller,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't their full stack sizes immediately.
What do you do with this low
Fold,
rundown?
fold. It's a low rundown. Really, if you're gonna play a rundown, you want to have the low card be like 7, maybe a 6. So like 6, 7, 8, 9 would be okay. 7, 8, 9, 10 is definitely where I would start though. 6, 7, 8, 9 is not too bad. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're just not worth it. They're not going to hit often
Just because
enough.
they're not hands like
Yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5 stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, and you're out of position. It's just not worth the hassle. You definitely want to play rundowns, with as many people as possible, but you don't want to play that low of a rundown.
Right. Would you say your PLO game um helps you to sort of develop your Hold'em game, or are they two different, completely different?
I think that my PLO game has helped my Hold'em game as a whole. Uh, just because I mean, obviously, it's kind of made me more aggressive because the big thing in Omaha is abusing position, three betting in position, calling in position, forcing people to play out of their comfort zone, and I think it's definitely helped lend to my Hold'em game.
Right.
And the more you start to play, you'll see situations that kind of lend themselves to each side. And
So what sort of hands are we sort of like three betting? Would you say like in,
in like you can definitely get you can three bet lighter in position from the button, especially. And I haven't gotten you to jump into it too much yet. Never raise here. Yeah.
yeah,
If
never
anybody
let
ever
this
lives to
guy,
you in
yeah.
this,
That's the same as
yeah,
Hold'em, yeah.
yeah,
Anyone open them.
yeah. And if anybody ever opens to you in the small blind and you're in the big blind and it's just blind versus blind, always call because you're forcing them to play out of position and you're
This hand's
Omaha is a post flop game.
so we're,
That
so we're basically flatting anything blind v blind in position.
right in position, yeah, all the time.
Okay, so here,
Just check.
yeah, that
Yeah.
danged us to.
That yeah, and that you're right. I mean, it's nice that it's double suited, but that 4 is what it kills your hand.
When you say
Dangler.
like three betting light, we're obviously three betting lighter for Valley, right? Just to
Yes.
clear that up. I don't want people like just adapting the Hold'em side of things and just being like, oh, A6 suited, 3 bet.
I would just keep checking that lower left. I mean, you could argue leading, but it's
Here are the min raise. So
multi-way. I'm sorry, multi. Well,
now we can
yeah.
bet like what? Can we just like really small?
No, you're nothing because you still only have a pair, and you're
Okay.
probably beat somebody rivered like 7 deuce
Right, yeah,
or
yeah,
9
yeah.
or 6
Or like
deuce
six
or
deuce, yeah.
yeah,
Or ace jack.
or just ace jack. Oh yeah, any jack beats you. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's now here because you're three-handed. That's an open. Yeah, all day.
Yeah, definitely I'd open that. This is a fold.
Yep. Top right's a fold too. It's nice that you have the ace high flush draw, but
I'm in the BB.
yeah, well, yeah. So when I say it's a fold, I mean if
Yeah,
somebody
right.
raises, I'm
This hand's a
sorry.
3 bet, yeah?
Yeah, I would three bet that.
You 3 bet this
Right.
from,
Playing three-handed,
say
yeah.
we're 6-handed and this is the cutoff or the button or whatever.
If you're talking about if you were in the cutoff for a button with that hand, I would lead top right. You have a gut shot in top pair, and it's limped,
And the backdoor nut flush draw.
and the backdoor nut flush draw, right? Yeah.
Top left.
Open because it's folded around.
Fuck.
It's good enough. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, there's not. It would have to be a really, really trashy hand for me not to open it if it's folded around to me on the button.
Right, there's a couple of spots here now. I'm gonna fold my queens.
Well, no, you could. Well, you could call there
Okay.
because
And
you're on the button. Almost any other position, I would fold.
bottom left, I want to bet.
But yeah, you want to bet.
And here, I want to what?
Just you just want to fold.
Yeah, I
We
thought
didn't
so.
want to get free bet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we were just trying to take it down because it was limped.
Oh,
So
come on, let me just play me. I never played PLO, people. Right, it's okay, we got another table. Before everyone kicks off about my roll is spread over 3 sites, so I don't have a tiny roll playing like
oh, you should have. Oh
50 and
well, yeah, no.
100. What's that? Oh, sorry, I was just talking.
No, I'm sorry. Ignore me. Ignore me. No,
Didn't
you're
want to bet
fine.
that. I was like 5-way, right?
Yeah. And I was gonna tell you to bet the flop, but no, it
Yeah,
was
yeah, not into 5.
it was a bad place to bet. So
Uh,
no reason to leave that flop. You got to fold the queens, even though you have a gut shot to the straight draw. Because there's just so much there. Two
what
pair
about
top.
just betting here because it's very likely that anyone has anything on the queen queen deuce, or is that not cool?
You can. I mean, if you want to. It's not something I would really recommend doing out of position a lot
Okay.
because it's just going to cost you in the end so
Oh
much.
yeah, I literally don't have any
It's
equity.
not going to be a plus EV play.
Right. Maybe if it was heads up.
Maybe if it was heads up, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really, yeah. You're not committed. That I would be in like check fold mode in that top right because it's just not worth the hassle.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you do have a gut shot, I guess, if a three fell. But yeah, see, just nothing.
I mean, the tables look nice. there's like, there's one guy playing on 2 tables that's playing 37-1.
Yeah, that's insane. That's 37-1. That's
He has
full.
3 pair.
We do.
We can
If
get
we have three of
quads.
a kind. Uh,
All right.
32 or 37-1's pretty nuts. That's fold,
Yeah.
yeah. That's fold. Yeah, you'll hear me say the fold word a lot.
Yeah. I mean, last time I played 4 tables, I was like, this is far too slow because it was.
Do you feel like Omaha's a little bit faster paced?
I felt well, like when I was post flop, like when it's post flop, I think, fuck, what am I doing, like sort of
Right.
thing. But
And I mean the big thing to remember is that Omaha is a post flop game. What you do pre really doesn't matter that much.
yeah,
What you do post flop matters everything.
right. I mean, yeah, I mean, like the before, like 4 tables is a little bit slower. I just sort of got a bit bored. But 6 tables is fine. But once I'm in a hand, like say like when we had that 3 bet down here and like the queen's hand and I get a bit like sort of like a bit because I haven't played much PLO, like trying to think through a hand and I just get confused.
That's an open, especially
Yeah,
because I got.
definitely. I was gonna open that.
Yeah, he's sitting out.
Would you open that if it was the like the 6-10?
Really, I mean, we want that to.
So the 6 and the 10 was suited.
Yeah, that's fine. Obviously, you're leading here.
I mean, this is just literally a different HUD up, so I don't. This isn't the usual HUD I'd use. Oh my god.
Point not work again.
Why is my so I'd usually have obviously C bet on here.
Yeah, and just now I would bet like bigger here.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
gonna bet
bet
like 210.
61. Oh yeah, like 210. That's fine. Yeah, I would definitely bet bigger here.
I think he has like a lot of overpairs.
No,
I mean, he might call like with like 9s and 10s because he's in like an 80,
when you
30.
bet this big on the turn, you turn your hand face up most of the time. He's gonna know that you have 6-7. And here, look, I honestly don't think you're gonna get called by like tons of words. I would bet like 230 here, 240, just trying to convince somebody to cry and call you.
Just because that king hit.
Yeah, well, no, just because
Or like because like
the draw. Well, one because we want to get value for it because he could have like a busted draw we want him to call weak, and two, like maybe he'll come over the top with like busted hearts or some other draw that we have crushed. So we want to give him a chance to make a mistake because when we bet that big on the turn, we kind of turn our hand face up and say, "Hey, I have the nuts. Go away. I don't want you to hit your hearts."
we have
It's
a
kind of how
flush
that
here,
plays.
but it's really
But
really
it's a
bad.
it's a really weak flush. Yeah, I would just go away. To be honest, you don't want to mess with it, especially that
He's like
position. You don't.
37-1 as well.
Yeah,
So
so. He probably had your 7 high flush crushed. But yeah, so a lot of the times, something you'll hear me talk about on the river when we know that we're ahead of our opponents. I know in Holdem you probably might bet bigger just trying to
Just
assume
for
value.
value, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
we'd almost like with the nuts on the river, you'd almost bet sort of thin value size when
yeah, like yeah,
draws
uh,
miss.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because we want to try and convince him that he can call there with two pair
Yeah,
or
or
something,
like
you know,
bottom set or
and
something
just right.
like
And
fours.
if we bet big, bet really big, and then bet big again, he's not good. He's like, well, he's just been betting it the whole way. Where we can kind of convey weakness and get those weaker calls on the river when we know we're just painstakingly ahead and he probably doesn't have a whole lot. If it was a situation where we can put him on a set there or like a straight, but we have a higher straight, then definitely value bet the crap out of it.
Right.
But making those smaller bets on the turn or the river will be good for you. I'd say keep betting.
Yeah, I
He
think
has
we like
a
this is a
lot. You
really
have a
good.
gut shot.
It's
You
a
have a
pretty good
blocker to
card.
the nut flush draw.
Backdoor flush draw,
Yeah,
backdoor straight draw, backdoor
tons of stuff can
boat.
still happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he has like can have a load of weaker aces as well. I don't know anything about this guy, and he's just sat and posted. So
I mean, he could. I mean, you know, he could also flop like the nut. Did he min raise you? That's weird. Flat the min raise.
okay. I mean, he just
Actually, well,
he's
yeah,
just.
I don't want to get it in here. Yeah, just flat the min raise. As
We're
crappy
gonna
as
have
that
like
sounds.
350 into.
I, I know. Well, he would. Oh, yeah, but we're behind here a lot. Oh.
That's a good card.
Okay, now I would
What?
just go ahead. Just go ahead and put him in. I know. I know this seems kind of weird. Now only ace five, ace jack beats us. You know, sets whatever. A four, flush draw missed.
Ace jack. Boo.
Ace jack. Yeah. See, we were ahead of him.
I mean, he called.
You were
Oh
ahead.
man, this PLO game's frustrating. He's playing ace jack 6-3 off. What the fuck?
Yeah, and see, I mean, you'll see a lot of people like that, and variance can be pretty brutal here sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, he limped, and then he posted.
Yeah. If it's limp down there, I would just have I'd lead out. You have top pair. Just dunk out a lot of times, just trying to take it down. Don't be, especially in race pots, don't always 100% of the time go for like check raises on people. Don't be afraid to just lead out because there a lot of times people won't bet your hand for you, even in like raised pots and whatnot. People feel more inclined to take the free card in Omaha because there's so many more possibilities. So I mean, definitely check raise some of the time, but don't be afraid to lead out yourself either.
I don't have this guy's c-bet stats, but I think we just have to bet. No.
Well, yeah, go ahead and bet. Yeah, naked ace. That's fine. Definitely raise the suited kings on the button. Fold under the gun. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the other one. But yeah, I didn't even see what the bottom right one was.
Raise this one. Fold this.
No,
Sorry,
no,
yeah.
fold, that was the one I had to tell you to fold. What was the other one? What was the bottom right? I didn't even see it before you folded it.
Raise here.
You could go either way.
This guy's
I mean,
This guy's obviously a fish. You.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 100. Yeah, go ahead and raise it up.
Kings.
What? Go ahead and
half pot.
yeah. No, I would. Yeah, lead like 70% there or something.
No, this guy donks into us.
Oh, I don't.
Bottom left.
Need to make it, but yeah, just fold.
Fold.
So, yeah, fold. People aren't gonna do that light at this limit. I'm sorry. Let's see here. That's definitely.
Top.
That's a. Even if he bets, I'd raise.
Which hand?
The top left. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not talking very well here. You can open the bottom or the bottom left if the guy folds.
This kind of a gay spot.
What? You talking about in the top left?
Top right.
Oh fuck! I have that covered up.
I also c-bet these get two callers twice.
Oh yeah. So then just check.
Yeah, I thought I'd check the turn.
Don't over. Yeah, we don't want to
Sort of
overplay.
like overplaying.
Yeah, we don't want to overplay overpairs because they're not as weak or they're not as strong.
I really have no
would
idea
bet.
what this guy has.
You talking about on the top left?
Top left, yeah.
yeah, I would bet like 70 cents. I would bet like, yeah. You're gonna be ahead a lot.
And
The odds of both of you,
is
fucking backdooring hearts are very small.
back. This is to bottom right.
Bottom right, I would pot that. Even though you're out, yeah.
I mean, I'm
I
gonna
mean, it would
see
be
bet
nicer if you had
this.
10 instead of the
Just
9,
check
but
this and fold this.
that's a good lead on the bottom left.
We have
Oh
two
man,
pairs.
touch you. We have 3 pair.
Oh, we have 3 pair. Woohoo!
I did.
I'm R
Yeah,
in.
I'd leave for like 80 cents or something. 70 or 80. Yeah.
Oh, he has 2
Oh,
flush
double
draws
flush
now.
draws. Yeah. I would leave that strong still. I'd leave that like 250 or
Yeah.
something.
We have 2 flush draws and 2 pairs. If he folded them, like 3 pairs, I meant. That's an easy fold.
Yeah, just go ahead and call him off. Yeah. Gut shot, double flush draw. Oh, he's got a set of jacks. How jacked up is that?
Fucking hell.
Are you kidding me?
We run good.
Yeah, no kidding.
Here, I'd pot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, everybody wants to limp around. Just go ahead and push. But I would honestly fold bottom left.
Bottom
I
left.
know that's. Or
Oh,
well,
we have like $3. That's annoying. Because my auto reload doesn't. That's fine. We can just fold and fold top left.
no, top left I would call.
Really?
It's good enough. Yeah, but it's all about position. All about position. That's good enough from having position on
Right,
everybody
okay.
else. Like I said, I mean, you'll see that like it'll be weird that you're so tight from the blinds, but then you can call with something like this on the button, even though it doesn't look as good. Uh
He has 3 pairs. That's
oh yeah, no, I'm betting like $1 here.
Yeah. Would you say it's more important to bet bigger for value at PLO?
Yes. Well,
Like,
it
I know
depends.
it's obviously important to hold them, but just because it's like a drawing game of drawing or whatever, that we need to. We has 2 pairs.
I would open. So yeah, suited, whatever. I mean, it's not that great of a hand. It's not that bad of a hand either.
And this guy just posted. He's obviously terrible. That guy. I mean, this guy's terrible as well. There's a lot of terrible people. Mind you, we
Oh
are
yeah,
playing 10
yeah,
PLO.
yeah. At this limit, yeah.
People don't even know what they're doing. Can't believe I missed 2 flush draws. We have a gutter and an overpair.
Two flush draws and the gut shot, yeah. And he had one of our flush draw, lower flush draw, and turned a set. That's just bad luck.
We have a gutter, a backdoor flush draw, and a overpair here. This is really weird.
Well, I would flat. I would flat top left.
Why are we flatting to keep this guy in?
No, we're
Or
flatting
just to see a
because
turn?
we have showdown value and we still have showdown value. Okay, now I'm raising. I'm raising to like $1.
Even though that guy, yeah, right, because he's just.
Yeah, because the guy to our left can have anything, but this guy's obviously pretty weak. I mean, and
He might have like
if one of them
eights or like a
if one of
7
them
or
comes over,
something.
if he comes over the top all in, I would fold. But he bet 20. He bet 2 big blinds, and then he bet 1 big blind, and
We have a blocker to 4-6.
we do.
2 blockers
Yeah, so
to
we have 2
4-6.
blockers. Yeah, which is really important, and another reason I told you to raise.
Yeah, right. If he raises,
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to ship there a lot. He's just going to give up.
that's a nice hand.
Yeah, so even though it's not suited, it's
Oh, yeah,
still
it's-
pretty good.
It's
Don't put too much emphasis on having suited hands.
rainbow. Right.
Just because they're not suited doesn't mean they're not good hands. Is what I meant rather.
Right.
Uh,
And this guy's obviously absolutely terrible. I mean, I'm just going to assume
Yeah.
everyone's terrible
yeah.
because I think that's a good assumption.
Well,
Whee!
it's not a horrible assumption. Yeah, now we just want to shovel as much money in as we can here. I would bet like $1.
Yeah, what 110, 120.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that well. Yeah, 120s. Yeah, I'd
It's
probably
like
no.
4-way, right? It's three and
Yeah,
two,
it is.
three.
It is 4. Yeah, it's 4-way. So yeah, I mean, you could go like 120, and hopefully somebody comes over the top with 4s.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing in the world when you can get it in with top set against middle set. Oh, it's awesome. It sucks when you have the middle set though.
Or bottom set.
With bottom set, yeah.
I mean, like, I guess
won't get it in with bottom set a lot. As you start to see that that's exactly what we wanted. He's got a flush draw with like a two pair or something.
Or he has like just a naked flush draw. I wouldn't be
He
surprised to
could
see.
have like ace three five with like the ace three of hearts.
I, I, I really don't think he's that strong.
I think he is that strong, or he has fours.
I think he's a
Or
retard of like a flush draw.
we only have one hand on him, so I think ace three five
He
maybe like
posted as
ace three.
well. I'm gonna say a flush draw. Just donk here.
Say a flush draw with a draw. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, top two definitely, or top and bottom. That's raise.
This guy is tanking, right? So I'm just gonna shiv.
Yeah, we're just shoveling it in all in. Yeah.
This guy raises. This is annoying.
Out of position.
There we go. I win.
Yeah. See, you see how crazy people are here. I would call here. Yeah, backdoor hearts and everything. He could have the. I mean, he probably has a straight here, 5-8 or 8-10, but there's no harm in seeing a turn. So, now I would give up. I would check and give up. If he's willing to bet this again, like 150, 160, 170.
Or pop.
2 days. Yeah, he has 8-10. Go away. Yeah. Would be like you'll see that a lot when like people just they bet big on the flop and then they pot the turn. They have the nuts.
Yeah, right. Especially on like a flush draw board, as we did with our hand. We said like we
Yeah.
turned it face up earlier.
Right. Yeah. It really it turns your hand face up, especially at these limits. Like there's no deception. There's no.
I think definitely like because you're used to playing higher stakes PLO, like that white eyes guy shove was literally just he could have like basically anything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming I didn't think what he ended up having like middle pair, right?
He
Or
had like
did
4-5.
Yeah, he had like a runner to a gut shot or something. He had like a.
What did he have?
I know he had the four. He had
had
4,
seven.
5, 7, 8. He had absolute crap.
He had
He was bluffing. You can't call that like value. He was just bluffing horribly.
into
Right into
4
the
people.
nuts. Yeah.
Well played, sir.
Thank you for the buy-in. Yeah. See, we don't run bad all the time. It would have been really sick if it had become like running 3-6 or something though.
Yeah, like he has like. I'm just gonna flat here. No,
No, I
I just
probably
fold
not.
it because
That's
yeah.
a little, yeah, it's a little too wide. If the 7 would have been like a 10, maybe even with the 3 dangler because you're in position, like the button, man. You want to play almost all your hands on the button because it's the button. To be honest.
How long are you recording? 45 minutes. 42 minutes. We've been recording.
That's a good hand to open.
Oh. Oh fuck.
Yeah, ace nine
fucked.
6 5 double suited. It's you have the nut flush draw there, and you have 3 to the straight, and they're connected enough.
Yeah. I just
Where
get
I don't
confused
on the
like
cut.
with the table layout because it's like the cutoffs like different places because they're not set places on game.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'm,
get what
fi-
you're
I'm like I'm mild. I'm like what like 4 seats in the button even though.
saying. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of weird.
It sucks that we haven't got into many 3-bet spots.
Yeah, I'm actually. I've been looking to see if there's something I could tell you to 3-bet, but it hasn't really come up yet. Like especially like how I was just saying that you could call lots of.
Yeah, it's sort of almost silly to give up position to fold them
Yeah,
to fold out weaker.
Yeah, that you call with so many hands on the button, and we call with the weaker hands, and then definitely like once there's a threshold, and once we cross that threshold, the better hands we just want to 3-bet as much as we can. On the button, that's a fold. Yeah.
I mean, the game's obviously this isn't open, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the games are really passive. I mean, there's not like I've been through about like once or twice maybe, which is consistent with the other Euro site I played on. I mean, I don't know what it's like on Stars, but I imagine there's regulars because I mean, you couldn't really play this player pool full time. I don't really know how many sort of like 50 and 100 games and 1-2 games play, but I can't imagine there's
Right.
many. Is there many on Merge that run, or is it just basically just old Americans like yourself? Or
Yeah, it's there's not many, and it's mostly all of us
Just
Americans.
sort of mixing stakes, whatever games are running.
Yeah. I'd say at an average table, you're looking at probably 3 regs per table at least.
Oh, really, that's not bad compared to Hold'em.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, there's a lot of bum
this guy
hunting
has
going
like a
on.
really awkward stack size.
Yeah, I would check here.
Ah, I thought you were gonna
Oh,
say
that's fine.
bet.
Oh,
I just
he like insta folded. You can bet there. That's fine. I honestly, it wouldn't be that horrible to get it in there with the overpair, even though you don't have anything else, because he just has like 16 big blinds.
yeah, and
So
he doesn't like he makes our flop bet really like
yeah.
annoying.
Another thing is like the stack to pot ratio. I don't know if you have any experience with that. It's good
Yeah,
the
yeah,
SPR.
yeah, definitely. For
Yeah. So I mean,
donkaments
with
and shit like
that
that.
low of an SPR, it's not that bad.
Here, do you just like sort of just one and done or just check fold?
To my bottom right, I did one and done probably. That's a good hand to lead out with, or that's a good board to lead out on.
Yeah, it's blind v blind. He looks really bad, so I mean, if I had his fold to see bet, I'd assume it's yeah, fold to bets. Yeah,
67%.
where is that? Fold to
It's
bet.
like the fourth one down. Fold to
Oh
continuation
yeah,
bet.
idiot. I never use them those pop ups. Oh wow, that's
Oh, nice
sick.
turn. Or nice river, I
Nice river,
mean.
yeah. We has a flush, but it's not the greatest flush.
Yeah, but it's not the
It's
worst
queen
flush
high,
either.
yeah. It's not too. Oh,
Oh, he's like, man. Five. I just let it go. Leading into 5 people
like potting
is
it.
nuts.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
like a. I mean, I'd be like, sigh, cool one, and then sort of. But I mean, he has like. It's so often there where he just mashes the pot button. This into. I mean, we have the dangler, but
Yeah, no, I'd fold under the gun, or not under the, yeah,
look,
under the gun.
cut
Yeah.
off we are here. This is the thing. See?
Oh, fucking yeah. I would still fold it though. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'd still fold it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's hard to get used to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's what I mean. It's really weird. It's so annoying. But it's worth 60% rate back, so it's not too bad.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Sucks that we haven't got into more like 3-bet spots and
Yeah, I mean,
just
we
owned
we've gotten
people.
into to a few okayish, but yeah, no real three bet type situations, which is annoying.
I mean, what's the PLO thread like on CC? Is it active? I mean, I see it. Like,
It's active ish. There's probably like 6 or 7 of us that'll post
yeah, I
hands
mean, I don't
and
like. I know Austin plays
I would repop him there. About bottom right,
just
I would
yeah,
yeah
just because our
three
hand's so
yes
strong.
yeah strong enough blind versus blind.
Yeah.
We have forced him out of position.
Uh, I just like normally just see bet
Yeah, I would see bet like the
one.
110, 120. Yeah. Well, the 3 bet, everybody's got, oh, he's got aces, and so he's gonna assume. Yeah, unless he has an ace, he's
No, I
never
mean
calling
he's
there.
like, yeah. That's I mean,
You could contemplate 3 betting this hand in the small
yeah. I
blind on the
was just
bottom.
gonna say. I mean, there's loads of combos of
Yeah,
flops and
four-handed, that's strong enough.
yeah. Would it be what 600?
Probably not six-handed, but six-handed, I would flat.
Would you So you wouldn't 3-bet at small blind versus button 600?
If it folded around to the button, yeah, I probably
Yeah,
would.
that's what I meant.
Okay, yeah, 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 it's still lead here for like 40 cents.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean we got tons of backdoors,
Yep.
good turns. That's not a bad turn. Um,
Yeah, that's a good turn for us. I would keep going. Yeah. Oh well, that's
this,
iffy. Right there, that's iffy.
would you go into
It. You,
bottom right?
yeah.
Would you check?
No, I would lead.
Okay. I thought like
That's a great turn card for us.
a lot of his. I thought like a lot of his hands had sort of.
No,
Um,
put pressure on. Pressure, pressure, pressure. I would value bet this like 150,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
probably like half pot. Odds again, the odds of him backdooring hearts not that big. Kudos to him if he did.
See if he can fold his queen X or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever you pick up draws like that on the turn after you've already bet the flop, just keep going. Don't be afraid to barrel.
Yeah, I just don't like auto assume that people have the nuts sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, especially, I mean, it sucks that you were out of position there, but still.
I want to open that three-handed because it's got some sort of connectedness.
Yeah, the two really hurts though. I mean, because everything, it's not that bad, I
This guy's it
guess.
looks like an. I mean, he's playing quite tight, 7-0 over
Yeah,
15
7-0. I mean,
hands.
yeah, it's not that bad. It's not the greatest hand in the world to open either. But I mean, hey, we have position, so let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Flop middle pair.
three-way, man.
I would honestly check here to see what happens.
Yeah,
See if we can pick up
see if we can pick up a
something.
back door like a diamond or something. This
Yes,
checks
sir.
through and the turn checks. Do we? Can we just
I,
flat here?
no, I would still fold. You
Okay.
beat by bunches. Middle pair, if you had two pair there, maybe, but
Okay. I mean, I.
uh, it's yeah because
It's
second pair is just so weak. Like
yeah,
top pair is yeah. Like at Hold'em, you could find a call
yeah.
there,
That's what I mean.
but
That's why I'm thinking like
yeah,
he'd bet a
but in
king, but
Omaha, it's just not worth it. Yeah.
this is
I would give up on the bottom left now.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I'd snap fold that into
We had our shot. I mean, we have a gut shot, but
double suited. It's too weak.
too weak. I'd open that under the gun, playing four-handed.
Yeah. Cut off double suited. Oops. Oh, I think this 1-1's really confusing me as well.
Yeah. Yeah, having the 10 cents up there twice is kind of jacked up. I'd lead here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what like
You
just
have.
here.
Oh, yeah, I would lead here for like 20 cents. It's bottom right, I'd lead like 20 cents or something. I don't know. Get other nines to call you. I mean, you're going to
Flat
take that
here
down.
position
Definitely, yeah. Double
and
suited.
here with top left.
Yeah, yeah, both. I would
Both
flat.
flats, right? I mean, we have
You
loads.
could argue a three bet maybe, top left, I guess, but it's not that big of a deal. I would flat the button there. You could have flatted that.
Oh, okay.
You flatted like 8-7-6 deuce, but you just folded 10-8-7 deuce from the button,
Oh,
and it was button times. So
I mean, I'm just gonna c bet once.
yeah.
Here we just fold, yeah, because it's too low to call.
But no, I'm calling there. I'm calling bottom left, folding bottom right. Because we have, I mean, if he's three betting, he's three betting a lot of high cards and stuff.
All right. So, oh
So
yeah, I remember doing this actually in Hold'em. PLO, like we can.
if only one of those wasn't a
Yeah, that's
deuce.
what I mean. Right.
Because now, like kings and aces have aces and kings up, and they're not really that worried. That's a really good board to flop with like aces and kings and
Yeah,
stuff.
because we
And
beat just loads of two back combos. I
yeah,
remember somebody saying like you can flat low cards because if a high card ball comes, you can just get away. But if a low board comes, like it's almost
right. And like I said, I mean, definitely to a certain extent, I would do that.
yeah.
Uh,
Here just
but especially you were on the button too, so that's.
I mean I just ISO and then he really pops it up. I prefer to do it if
I would fold that. It's probably well, yeah, I would fold that. It's too weak.
yeah. I mean if it was like if it wasn't paired.
Right.
40-12. This guy three bets again.
Uh, I'm definitely calling that dude. The I love this game or whatever.
Yeah. We have a monster draw.
Yeah, you shovel as much money in as you can.
Just raise to what like
But pot it.
oh right, pot.
Yeah, just pot
That's
it.
like 8-10.
Okay, pot it. You have a monster draw.
Okay.
You have open-ended straight draw, the flush draw, and
We
just
have a
so
huge.
much.
He has aces.
You're ahead. You're winning. You win, actually. You win. He can't catch up.
What am I doing? Bottom left, bet, I guess.
Bottom right, Ben. Leave that sucker hard.
I'm really confused. There's too many cards.
Yes. Bottom right, yeah, lead.
Top left?
You have
Oh,
to
fuck.
top right lead.
This is really confusing, right? I'm gonna
Bottom right, yeah.
see what I
Sorry,
mean. I was talking about earlier. Like, there's...
I got caught up. No, it's not that bad. We just gotta catch up to ourselves here. All right, yeah.
and we just have to bet again.
I would check. I would check. You could lead here because he definitely doesn't have the ace high flush draw. Obviously now.
Blah, blah.
I would check again, and as much as it sucks,
Yeah.
there's full houses and flushes, and you're probably ahead though.
We have a boat. He pots this. I mean, I don't think he has anything. Sorry, I don't think he's ever bluffing really.
Yeah, there you go.
And just bet again, quite big because I think he's gonna have a flush. Here.
I would three bet four-handed with the kings.
Especially when we just stacked him.
That's a good lead on the river there.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna have like a flush so often. This guy might be a bit pissed off that we've stacked him as well. Bless him. We had him.
Full bottom right. I would. Well, three. It's not, Jack 8-7 is not quite good enough to three bet, but definitely call.
This thing's like really annoying that we have to keep up into like. It's like 1-1. Feels so retarded. Checking. I just want to fold.
Yeah.
I just probably lead now.
You could argue calling and folding bottom left.
Bottom left. Yeah, I'm just gonna fold.
You could go either.
Well, I mean, he's open like every.
Well, that's why I say you could argue because a lot of the times you're going to be ahead of I love this game, and then it's just a matter of the tight guy that probably has aces.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, one thing about PLO also.
I love this game. Never four bets here. Well, almost never four bets here.
Unless he's got aces. I mean.
Unless he's got aces,
He's a complete retard.
He could have kings. He might be doing it with kings, which is bad.
I mean, it's
considering...
an easy fold. I mean, yeah, this is like obviously just flat your whole range because
I doubt Sisyphos is probably not going away.
I mean, he's 14-5 as well.
Yeah, he's like
he's like Aaron tight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shame we didn't get into any deep spots as well because I mean, often I see like just browsing PLO games. There's people like 300-400 deep, and it's. I mean,
yeah, those are when you get into the really fun spots. That's when you feel kind of weird about trying to like 3 or 4 bet aces because you don't want to be in a really weird spot.
Yeah, right. With
like, you get to a lot. Yeah, like it's interesting. Oh, that's a beautiful hand there, bottom left.
Come on, I love this game. It'd be interesting if he like 3 bet then that he's squeezed again. So he's 3 bet every hand, or 4 out of 5, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah, I definitely call from there. You have position on both of them. You don't want to get it in here, but definitely flatten the 3 bet's not bad.
Pop it up.
Yeah, and limp to you like that. Interesting board for us.
I mean, this guy's a complete maniac. I love this game.
Yeah, he's.
I wouldn't be surprised you just mashed.
Pretty solid maniac.
This board is gay. What'd you do here? Now this is a good spot because he's a maniac. We don't have any backdoor flush draws, but we have a gutter and there's a wide off the act. So
we go away as much as it sucks to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What would you do?
We don't because you're gonna have to commit on the turn and you don't want to because it's so queens, kings, aces, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's so many hands that beat us that you just want to go away.
Oh.
As much as it sucks, we took a. Yeah, we took a board.
Up, what would you do if it was heads up?
If he was heads up, I would probably do it. But because we're not closing the action here, I'm just it's not worth it.
I mean, yeah,
I know. I realize he's a maniac,
and I also realize that he's betting 3.15 into 4.
See,
which
that's
is
why we folded.
Pretty strong.
I mean, we didn't have a bad hand, but
yeah.
Definitely against 2 people like that with somebody left to act, it's not worth it. Yeah.
Wow, what the fuck, Lodge.
6, 7, 8, 9. He had 8 deuce.
He had
Yeah,
deuce
that's
eight.
not bad.
Wow, that guy is terrible.
Well, yeah, but he made the right move getting it on that flop though.
Yeah, but what the
So
hell was he doing pre? Eight deuce
oh,
six.
beats the hell out of me. But I mean, he made the right move.
Right, I'm just gonna pound this now because two
Yeah, just
callers.
yeah, pound like 140 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like I might even go 160.
Don't yeah. Well, don't
I mean, it's gone.
don't go. I mean, you definitely want to get value with 2 people, but don't go too big.
Okay, 150 seems right.
Yeah, 150 seems good. I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay, I mean, we can end it now. Like it's been like an hour.
Yeah, I mean, so it's up to you. I
Um,
didn't know if you want to keep going or just now just keep. Now I would bet like
I mean,
3.
once he calls there, I think he has something. Like, see if he can call with a set.
Yeah, I would bet like 3 to 330 or something.
3.2.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
he
good.
folds there, man. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's up to you though if you want to keep going or.